or sword? The gun or the sword? I don't know. I can't pick one. Oh, hey! I'm Easy Rider, and welcome to Toku Time, where superpowers come from lasers. Well, this is it, Toku faithful. The big one. The one that many believe to be the greatest Sentai series ever made. And that is not a statement I can make lightly. Oh no, that's from all of you. I've got the requests here from many fans to back that statement up. Trust me, they're all here. So, strap yourselves in, prepare to take flight. This is Choujin Sentai Jetman.
Choujin Sentai Jetman!
Ah yes, Winged Squadron Jetman, a show that has haunted me since day one. Ever since I made the eternal mistake of leaving this theme song off the first video I ever made, I have been hounded by fans to give this show the Toku Time treatment. For you young people in the crowd, this series is an homage to the 1972 popular anime series Science Ninja Team Gatchaman, which, in its own way, was a precursor to Super Sentai in general, so we've kind of come full circle here. Well, enough build-up. Let's see if Jetman soars or splats. Roll it.
1990X 年、衛星軌道上に漂う地球防衛軍スカイフォースのアースシップ。24時間体制で地上の動きを監視するこのアースシップにより、地球の平和は保たれていた。
In the year 1990X, a miniature Dalek is attacking. But after some quick jumping and cool bike riding, these two soldiers save the day. After witnessing their heroics, Commander Aya Odagiri recruits them for the Avengers Initiative. I mean, the J Project.
Choujin Sentai?
我々が極秘裏に開発したバードニックウェーブを浴びることにより、君たちは人間を超える力を持つ。超人戦隊ジェットマンが誕生すれば、地球の平和はより確固たるものとなろう。
ジェットマンとかになると僕たちのコンビは解消ってことに。
仲がいいよね。ジェットマンは5人で構成され、常に5人で行動する。したがって君たちが離れ離れになることはない。
Wow! A happy, loving couple in Toku! That's great! Hal, refresh my memory. Who wrote this again? Toshiki Ino. We meet again. Okay, Hal, start the timer. This is Hal's latest app, the Toku Timer. It measures how long this couple has to be together. You folks at home can play too. If you're closest to the Toku Timer's time, you get bragging rights and you get to watch the rest of this crappy review. Let the games begin. So let us meet our lovebirds here, pun intended. Ryu Tendo, no, I'm not going there, and his girlfriend Rie. After Ryu is given superpowers thanks to a giant penis laser, the villains known as the Viram make their debut.
ざまつけ。この瞬間より。地球は我々バイラムの支配下に入る。
So they make an attack on the satellite and our heroes must retreat.
お前たちの俗悪なる文明を破壊し、我がバイラムは新しい理想郷を築くだろう。
Not to bring logic into this or anything, but with a hole that big and the inescapable vacuum of space, wouldn't all three of them be sucked out almost instantly, superpowers or not? Just saying. There you have it. 3 minutes and 20 seconds before one of them died. Do we expect anything less from Lady Killer Ino? I thought not. So one gut check later, So much for those superpowers Ryu just got. She takes him off the satellite and to safety. During all this, the penis laser is destroyed, and the other 4 Bradonic waves are scattered to Earth, hitting 4 random civilians.
気がついた？ジェットマンのために密かに用意された秘密基地よ。
リエを探しに行かなければ。行かせてください。リエを探しに行かせてください。
まだ目が覚めていないようね。彼女は死んだのよ。あなたはバイラムと戦わねばならない。
どうやって戦えって言うんですか。奴らはたった一撃でアスシップを破壊した。そんな相手とどうやって戦えって言うんですか。
あなたはすでにジェットマンなのよ。一緒に来なさい。あなたの仲間を、残り4人のジェットマンを探しに行くのよ。
The search for Ryu's 4 teammates leads them to Kaori, a wealthy heiress who jumps at the chance to leave her boring rich life behind.
私決めましたわ。戦います。ジェントルマンとして。
ジェットマンよ。
私ずっと昔からこんな日を待っていましたの。退屈な毎日から飛び立てる日を。感激ですわ。私が地球を救うなんて。私燃えます。
Enjoy Kaori now, Toku faithful, because I can assure you, later on, you will not. Next up is Raita, a heavy-set antisocial farm boy who refuses almost instantly because, well, he's a heavy-set antisocial farm boy. And being one myself, there's no shame in it. But he soon changes his mind when he sees the Vyram soldiers, known as Grinums, attacking his crops. Die, Vyram! Bird Blaster! Pachoo, 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 pachoo. What are you looking at? Oh, like you've never played with toys like this before when no one's looking. Don't judge me. Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo.
早くブレスレットのスイッチを押すんだ。どうなってんだこりゃ。
感激ですわ。これがジェットマンの力なのね。
Well, by some miracle, they managed to survive the first fight, but we still need 2 more members.
何者だジェットマンとは。
So let us meet these 4 Vyram generals. Meet the leader, in his own mind, Count Radicue. This is what you get when Mr. Freeze has a baby with a xenomorph. There's Tran, the whiz kid of the team, armed with a power glove.
I love the power glove. It's so bad.
The Gray robot, Gray, is a deadly assassin with a gun mounted on his shoulder. He drinks, smokes, plays piano, because robots can totally do those things. And Maria, the new girl on the team, who looks like she's cosplaying as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, and she is totally someone we don't know, by the way. Got it? The 4 of them decide to make a little game out of this. The first one to kill the Jetman becomes the real leader. They use their creepy crawlies here, known as dimensional bugs, to infect everyday objects, turning them into dimensional beasts, or the monsters of the week. Our hero's search for a fourth member soon leads them to this high school cutie, Akko, who, despite being very cheerful, is very greedy. She decides to join the team. For a price. Well, that's 4, but we need one more team member to save the world. I don't know if they're gonna win without Guy. No, not him. No, not that guy. No. Listen! In all of Toku around the world, you will never find a guy cooler than cool, badder than bad, smoother than smooth, tougher than tough. You will never find another guy like Guy. Who's the black-wearing dude that plays saxophone for all the chicks? Damn right. Who is the man that would risk his neck for the gentleman? Can you dig it? Who's the bird that won't cop out when there's Viram all about? Right on. They say this dude Guy is one black condor. Shut your mouth. But I'm talking about Guy.
We can dig it.
He's a solitary man, but no one understands him but the women.
You can die.
ああ、俺に仲間になれってか。
そう。あなたはすでにジェットマンなの。その力を地球を守るために使ってほしい。
しかしよ、いっそのこと人間なんざ滅んだ方がいいんじゃねえのか。公害問題に人種差別、確かに人類って愚かなもんだ。
お前本気で言ってんのか。命の尊さを何だと思ってるんだ。
おお、いいこぶりっこしやがって。おけつかかゆいぜ。
なんだと。
いいか、これだけは言っとく。俺は今まで誰とも組んだことはねえ。これからも同じだ。俺は一人で生きていく。
I don't like you because you're dangerous.
That's right.
Nice, man. I am dangerous.
When the Viram make their attack again, Ryu has to cut this fight short. That is until Guy follows and is literally pulled into battle.
We did 20 ticks, and that was the best one.
変身するんだ。お前もジェットマンだ。よし、チェンジャー。
So he fights the Grinams and oh, low blow. Ooh, Yuki Guy fights Dirty. Dirtiest player in the game. He's like the Ric Flair of Super Sentai. But when they all have a chance to beat the monster together, Guy... What? Run that back. Look. Ryu is talking to a still image of Black Condor. I swear to God, I did not edit it that way. Eventually, Guy gets pissed enough to fight back. Akko returns her paycheck, deciding to fight for free. Well, that's 1 down. How about number 5?
大丈夫か、龍。勘違いするな。俺は降りかかる火の粉を払っただけだ。お前たちと組む気はね
え。待ってくれ。
いいか、俺に二度と構わな。俺は一人だからこそ自由だ。
So our fearless leader here keeps trying to convince Guy to join the team, but Guy's a little too busy. Whoa, come to Yuki.
いい眺めだったのにな。怒っちゃ美人が台無しだぜ。なあ、俺とデートしねえか。あっ
そう冷たいのね。
Normally around this time of the review, I'm bitching about the asshole character. Now, while Guy would fit this mold, usually, I don't know what it is, but I can't bring myself to hate him. I don't know, it's... Eventually you come across that one asshole in a million. The right kind of asshole you want on your side and you want to be friends with. I don't know what it is. It's just Guy is the best in the world at what he does. I guess it's kind of like putting the proverbial million monkeys in a room and they'll produce Shakespeare eventually. Eventually you're going to find that one. And that's what Yuki Guy is. That's why I can't bring myself to really hate him. It's hard to explain, I know.
信号無視よ、免許証。
やっと口を聞いてくれたな。感激もんだ。
何考えてんのよ。
もちろん君のことさ。
いい加減にしろよガイ。
てめえ。
デートなら俺がしてやるぜ。
This rivalry goes on for a long, long time. So, to save some time on this review and to save my throat from yelling throughout this review, why don't I just show you the bare bones of this rivalry and get it out of the way now? Okay? Good. Let's do that. Hi, I'm the stoic protagonist who believes there's good in everyone. The Earth is in danger. Will you help us out? No, because I'm a selfish loner asshole who thinks he's better than everyone, and I don't believe the world is worth saving. So no. You have to. We're evenly matched in battle. Together we'd be unstoppable, and I've saved your life a couple times, so you owe me. You're one of us. Fine, I'll join your little group. But I don't have to like you, and we're not friends. I'm gonna pretend to hate you for the rest of the series, damn it. Especially if some broad I like gets in the way and we gotta fight over her. Got that? Fair enough. Let's go. Now that we have all 5 members, it's time to break out the mechs, the Jetman machines. When a dimensional bug falls off the monster after being defeated, it grows. You know the drill by now. Time to bring all 5 mechs together to form a humanoid. What the hell? Yeah, expecting a humanoid mech? Well, too bad. This is the Icarus Hawken. Fear not, though, it does have an awesome finisher.
Jet Phoenix, go! Jet Phoenix!
Eventually Ryu goes mano-a-mano with Ratigue and he cuts his royal face. I smell a rivalry. But once all 5 of them get the hang of their mechs, it's time for the real combined machine, Jet Icarus. This thing comes with a variety of auxiliary weapons, an axe, a spear, a rocket punch, but like most Super Sentai robots, it all comes down to a sword. Our heroes also get some new toys, vehicles, the Jet Speeders, the Jet Bouncer, and the Jet Striker, which, after some modifying, becomes the team's cannon, the Fire Bazooka.
Jet Striker! Fire Bazooka! Stand by! Okay! Stop! Lock! やつの腹を狙うんだ! ファイヤー
enough shucking out toys, for now anyway. Ryu's birthday is coming up and Kaori wants to knit him something. Obviously, she's smitten with our leader and someone is not happy about it.
ホットミルク。
はい。マッカネンのストレートおかわりだ。はい。
何の用だ？こんなとこに呼び出して。
俺だっておめえなんかと飲みたかないさ。ただどうしても聞いておきたいことがあってな。お前香織のことどう思ってんだ？知らねえとは言わせねえぞ。香織はもうずっと前からお前に惚れてる。それとも何かお前一度も女に惚れたことがねえってのか？どうなんだ？だがこれだけは言っとく。俺は香織に惚れてる。必ず香りを落としてみせる。
Where have I heard that music before?
はい。
え？これを俺に？
バースデープレゼントです。お誕生日の時渡したかったんですけど間に合わなくって。へえ。これってひょっとして手編み？
受け取れないな。すまない。でもどうしても受け取れないんだ。
ごめんなさい。私忘れてました。ちょっと友達と約束が。
香織さん！
香織！
てめえ！香織！
赤い！
どういうつもりなんだ龍！さも傷つけるやつは僕が許さない！
ライター！もうみんなどうしちゃったの？
すまない香織。俺はリエのことが。
Yeah, get used to this love triangle, Toku faithful. It's not going anywhere. I wonder how Kaori will take his advances.
前にも言ったはずだ。惚れるんなら俺に惚れろってな。俺を見てくれ。俺を見ろ。お前に惚れてる男はここにいる。
いや。
なぜだ。
We'll return to all my Jetman after this. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what's the big deal about a love story? Get to the main plot. Well, this one gets in the way of the main story way too much. Kaori obviously loves Ryu. Ryu is still shook up about Rie's death. And Guy is crazy about Kaori to the point where he'll trap himself in an elevator with her just to get close to her. Even worse, Raita has unrequited feelings for Kaori. He expresses all his flaws and the reasons she'll never accept him.
香織さんに指一本でも触れたら僕がぶん殴ってやる。
いい加減にしろライタ。
龍なんかに僕の気持ちがわかるもんか。香織さんに好かれようとは思わない。僕なんかダサいしかっこ悪いし、だから決めたんだ。せめて香織さんを守ってあげようって。
ライタお前。
おーいガイ、香織さん。
That hits me right here, man, where I live. I can totally identify where you're coming from, Raita. I'm sure a lot of you folks at home can identify as well. And is anything resolved from all this? No! Kaori outright says she loves Ryu to his face, and Guy runs off like a brat who didn't get the toy he wanted for Christmas. He even cries because Kaori won't accept him.
You ever read that book, She's Just Not That Into You?
Wash, rinse, repeat for 30 episodes. And the thing that baffles me the most about all this is, why? What is so great about Kaori? I ask you, even after she joins the team, she's such a goody-good who can do no wrong. She hardly changes at all. Is it because she's rich? Okay, well, even if I'm gonna be that shallow, look at her. Is she really that attractive? As Henshin hotties go, I rate her, a 6, maybe a 7. I'm not sure why she's not more attractive. Maybe it's those giant crater-like dimples on her face that are throwing me off. Sorry, but even with my picky palate, Kaori is just not that gorgeous. Not to me. Back to you, Easy. Thank you, Suave. Take it from a professional. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm sorry. Kaori is just unappealing. You know who's more interesting? Akko! Yeah, she's naive and greedy, but she looks a hell of a lot more fun to be around. Hell, look at Aya. Beautiful, commanding, tough as nails. I'd fall head over heels in love with her. There. I've bitched enough about this love story for now. Let's move on. Anyway, more trouble arrives in a giant meteor. And no, that's not kryptonite inside. It's the alleged great leader of Vyram, Empress Juza. She immediately beats down our heroes, and one commercial later, she's in Vyrock and everyone's bowing down to her. Apparently, she vanished during the Dimensional War.
お久しぶりですね。ラジキ、トラ、クレイ。
ジューザさん、再びこうしてお目にかかれると、裏次元侵略戦争の際、亡くなられたものとばかり。
そう、確かに長く激しい戦いでした。その結果、私たちはいくつもの次元世界を征服した。
Here are some images to augment that there was a war. Juza also possesses some kind of glowing egg with her, the Semimaru. Apparently it's a very powerful demon that can split the world in two. It gets stronger by feeding on the suffering of humanity. So that's how Daimao from Ryukendo was born. He was a Vyram all along. Explains a lot, actually. She soon feeds the baby egg pain and suffering by making quartz stalagmites appear out of people's bodies. Ouch! Radiguet, though, has no intention of serving this Empress and decides to steal the egg for himself. But that plan doesn't work, and Juza punishes him by turning him into what he hates the most, a human.
I guess irony can be pretty ironic sometimes.
This human Radiguet is cared for by a terminally ill girl named Saki, and even though he has amnesia and doesn't remember his human hate, manages to cure her. There it is again! I swear I have heard that somewhere before, but where?
Ah!
ごめんなさい。
不思議だ。あれほど悪かった病気が嘘のように。まさに奇跡だ。
Ooh, that moment where you think he's going to turn good, but then his memories come back. He becomes his old self once more, and even helps the Jetman win by pointing out her weak spot. After the Empress falls, he takes the egg. And I'm warning you, this scene coming up is not for the faint of heart. Just watch it.
お願い。人間に戻って。私は知ってる。あなたは戦いなんかできる人じゃない。あなたは優しい人。愛を知っている人。
愛だとバカな。このラディゲがそんな愚劣な感情を持つと思うのか。
go back and watch that scene a few times just to believe what I was seeing. I know it may not be graphic, but it's what you don't see sometimes that terrifies you. This may be one of the darkest scenes in all of Toku. It just chills my blood to see it. And he just saved her life, too. Radiguet was downright ruthless. And keep in mind, this is a kid's show. What the fies?
What do you want from us? We're evil! Evil!
Well, after putting the fear of God into kids watching at home, Radiguet witnesses the Semimaru being born from the egg. This is the big evil beast? Well, I guess the little destroyer needs time to grow, so it matures, it does grow, and eventually it cocoons itself. Meanwhile, back on the Lifetime Network, Ryu takes Kaori to Rie's grave, explaining why he can't be with her.
Ryu, 会わせたい人って？
リエ、俺が愛したたった一人の女性だった。俺たちは幸せだった。
There it is again! I swear to God, this music is driving me nuts. I've heard that 17 times now and... 17?
When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town girls and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green. When I was 17.
And Kaori walks away, understandably. Ryu tries to set Guy up on a date with her because he knows how he feels about her, and Guy, beats the crap out of him for it. This is a weird love story. Oh, by the way, Guy, Ryu was trying to help. You're welcome! Well, enough soap opera crap. Semimaru is being born. Oh, by the way, copy the Joker much? So this big demonic beast who can split the world in two finally appears, and it's Char's Gelgoog from Mobile Suit Gundam with wings? Well, at least he lives up to his reputation because our heroes can't put a dent in him, and Jet Icarus is cut down to size. That means we're gonna need some reinforcements right about...
Stay frosty.
Meet the pilots of this new mech, Ray, Kana, and Dan. Apparently these three are the last of their kind from a dimension the Vyram already conquered, and they want revenge. You Sentai buffs at home may recognize these three. The bird mech they created, Bird Garuda, can also turn into Jet Garuda. But it's not enough to beat Semimaru. So how are they gonna defeat this demonic juggernaut? By pulling a live man. How else?
我々には2体のロボットがある。 この2体のロボットが力を合わせ新しいパワーが生まれれば。
Yeah, didn't see that coming, did ya? But how will alien technology and Earth technology fuse together? It just does! It's science! We don't have to explain it.
Why? Because it's science, that's why.
But Radicue, in a move to save his precious monster, hijacks Jet Garuda and kills Ray and Kana.
Ray! カンナ! やっと幸せになれると思ったのに!
So Dan becomes the bluebird of pissed off rage and takes the mech back from Radicue. It's time to put them together.
みんな合体よ!
よし行くぞ! おう! 合体グレードスクラム!
Cause toy sales will go through the roof!
今だ! バードメーザーを!
よし! バードメーザー!
Did they just kill that thing with a Pepsi logo?
Pepsi paid handsomely for this product placement.
Well, after Radicue's war machine goes balls up, Maria decides to make a new plan. Dimensional bugs that have scanned plants and birds and rocks and things and makes new monsters of the week called biodimensional beasts. And even though they just got a new mech, which can combine with their other mech to make a big super mech, the team is already working on a third mech. Until Kaori does something incredibly stupid and fries the console, so they have to start all over again. To be fair though, this was the first time a third mech was added to a Sentai team, so yeah.
必ず必要になる。
カオリ、接続が違うぞ。
カオリ！ったくドジな女だぜ。
またやり直しね。
すいません。
I don't like you. Guy tries to comfort Kaori after this little mishap, putting the moves on her. He never gives up, does he? Oh, when he's not playing cards with Playboy bunnies. What kind of man whore is Guy anyway? Can you imagine what this guy is going to be in like 22 years? That's what I thought. Anyway, while all this is going on, there's a subplot about an ancient demon looking for warrior blood to wake up his buddies. Eventually he takes Kaori, but Guy demands to take her place, and she finally sees what he's doing, giving up his blood for her, and Kaori the dim bulb finally gets it through her thick skull.
人の支配者、光の魔人が復活する。魔人？そのためには生死の血が必要なのだ。生死の血？
やめろ！そんなに血が欲しいなら。俺の血を取れ！
惚れるんだろうに吠えろ。似合いだぜ形なら。香り。
本当はあなたのことが。
Watching in slow motion as you turn around and say, take my breath away. Take my breath
After these demons are revived, they go around turning people into pineapples and eating them. Good God! This show is sick! And the body count just keeps rising. So the team has to finish this new mech to stop the demons, but Guy leaves with Kaori, giving up his spot on the team for like, the 5th time, I think. But Ryu has his own problems. When Maria and the demons come in a crossfire, this happens. Yeah, I'm sure no big problems are gonna happen during this reunion. Oh, there you go. Aya finishes all the data crunching and whatnot. Long story short, the new mech is ready. Meet Tetra Boy.
とどめを刺すのよ。変形テトラバスター。
ドラゴンスターゴー。
Now that's a hell of a gun.
Unfortunately, despite their victory, Radiguet takes Rie back, turning her into Maria once more, before Ryu can save her. And Ryu did not carry her to safety and put her in the mech for safekeeping. Why?
Well, you're just making all this up. Oh, what? You're the only one that gets to make up?
Well, our heroes go on vacation for some rest, relaxation, and product placement. Boy, I suddenly have the thirst for a tall, cool Miller Genuine Draft right now. Remember, kids, Guy drinks and smokes, so should you. Tran tries to beat our heroes with a laughable plan involving ants. Don't ask. The others show up to rub it in his face, and what does he do? He runs off like a little kid. Yeah, that'll show them. Then suddenly Tran starts growing humps. What the hell? So yeah, Tran grows up rather quickly just by getting pissed off. Thank God all those bitchy little 11-year-old gamers on Xbox Live can't do that, or we'd be in trouble. Well, after enough mind games, Tran finally reveals himself to our heroes and his teammates.
Jetman, この美しい風景の中で死ねることを感謝しろ。
あいつだ。
何者だ。
姿を現せ。マリア、グレイ。
何？貴様は一体？
さなぎを破り、蝶は舞う。トランの殻を破った時、このトランザが天に輝く。
トランか。
嘘、あのトランが大人になっちゃったの
？HBK help! Okay. Stupid mono bangs aside, Tranza is a force to be reckoned with as he mops the floor with the good guys and the other Vyram. After which he takes control of Vyram, much to Ratagu's dismay.
貴様たちはこれから俺の手足となって働くのだ。ラディ、俺の名を言ってみろ。俺の名を言ってみろ。
トランザ。
After toying with our heroes for a few episodes, Tranza reveals his greatest invention, a giant robot named Veronica.
ベロニカに乗り、俺のために。
Too easy. Why don't I let Ron Burgundy handle Veronica? How about that?
I'm gonna punch you in the ovary. That's what I'm gonna do. A straight shot.
Ooh, ow.
Right to the baby maker.
Apparently people are going missing and are being kidnapped by the Vyram to run Veronica. So yeah, Veronica literally runs on tentacle hentai. Of course, Tranza, being the ultimate jerk-ass, lets our heroes win it first, then starts beating them to a pulp when they think they have a chance of winning. I'm a sadistic bastard. The bad guys kidnap all the team members but Ryu and Guy to fuel Veronica. Oh, and Radigue is put down there as well after a failed takeover. It seems nothing can stop Veronica now, until...
俺は死なんトランザ
どういうことだ。ベロニカのエネルギーレベルが低下している。
Could someone be siphoning the energy for themselves?
Jetman お前たちは俺の獲物トランザの手にかかってはならん
After some help from Tetra Boy, Veronica is history, and Radigue goes AWOL from the Vyram. After that, Tranza goes after our heroes with a new cannon, turning everyone but Ryu into decorative mantle ornaments. Oh, hey Radigue. I mean, who is this mystery man, I wonder? Anyway, this mystery man helps Ryu beat Tranza and destroys his cannon. One fire bazooka blast to Tranza, and Radigue is ready to take his revenge.
バカなこの俺が手を取らんだか
トランザ俺の名を言ってみろラディゲ何にトランザ俺の名を言ってみろラディゲラディゲだとラディゲ様そうだだが殺しはせん人間として生きながら一生俺の名を恐れるんだ佐藤さんちょっとあ
患者まだ身元がわからないのか？
ああ、ひどいもんだよ。脳神経がズタズタにやられてる。一生あのまんまだそうだ。
Ooh. Condemning Tranza to a fate worse than death. Radigue, that is harsh, even for you. Believe it or not, though, this isn't the first time he's lost his mind. Once Radigue returns, he decides to make Maria a demon beast, just like him, by turning her into a vampire. Gray, however, is opposed to this. He and Maria have kind of bonded before, since her piano playing skills as a human sort of carried over, and it kind of touched him. Oh, did I not mention Gray sort of fell for Maria because of that? Because he did. Speaking of love triangles, again, Guy actually gets to meet Kaori's parents and finds out what a couple of airheads they are. And after Kaori tries to teach Guy some manners at the dinner table, he decides to break it off with her. And of course goes on a date with multiple women right after that. So what was the point of Guy and Kaori getting together in the first place? What was the point of that whole relationship?
Isn't it all pointless?
Our heroes also tangle with this giant monster who does a number on their mech, then suddenly disappears. Gray actually comes to our heroes for help, telling them that Maria may yet still be saved and turned into a human again.
Maria を頼む。
何？
マリアはお前たちと同じ人間。傷つけてはならぬ。
何を言ってやがんだ。今のマリアは人間じゃねえ。
私にはわかる。マリアには人間としての心が残っている。人間に戻れる可能性がある。
グレイ、なぜだ。なぜ貴様がそんなことを。
マリアを魔獣にしたくない。それならば人間に戻してやりたい。
You know, Toku faithful, I know we're supposed to root for the good guys and hate the bad guys, but there's always respect. Gray, you may be a robot, but you're more human than most humans I know. Hell, you're more human than me sometimes. Gray, you're a good bad robot. If that makes any sense.
覚えておくぜ。お前の言葉。
Ryu tries in vain one more time to convince Maria of who she really is, and so he does what any sane guy in an anime or toku should do in this situation.
リエ、お前がどんな姿になっても、お前への気持ちは変わらない。
And the kiss from the handsome prince actually works. Rie is back. But since we can't have a happy ending for some reason, she still sides with Radigue.
I don't wanna feel no more. It's easier to keep falling. Imitations of pain. Emptiness all tomorrows, haunted by your ghost. Lay down, black gives way to blue.
Rie's demise, Ryu decides to go out alone to face Ratigue. The others go to help, but Gray gets in the way, and it's time for him and Guy to settle a score, which is such an awesome battle, I dare not try to put it into words. You just have to see it for yourself. Ryu meets Ratigue in abandoned quarry number 51, and it's time for the fated duel. Despite his best efforts, even using Fire Bazooka by itself, Ratigue is still in God mode. But when all five stand before him, they use their grand power. Hint, hint.
本当の戦いはこれからだ、ラディエ。俺たち5人、ジェットマンの全ての力を見せてやる。みんな、行くぞ！おう、クロスチェンジャー！レッド、ホーク、ブラック、コンドル、イエロー、オール、
ホワイト、クラン、レッド、クロ
超人戦隊。
咲くな。
It seems the battle is over until a giant albino Joker appears. Actually, this is the monster from before that trashed their mechs, named Ragam.
あの怪物の正体がラディゲだったなんて。
Time to throw everything they've got at him. Jet Phoenix, Jet Icarus, the works.
Jet Phoenix, go!
But I think they're gonna need some help.
合体よみんな
Love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Tetra Boy manages to find a weak spot on his back. Turns out it's the stab wound from Rie, the one she gave before she died. It seems they found their chance to win. That is until Ragam uses Virock to cast Protect and Shell on him.
鎧よあの鎧を破壊して背中の傷口を攻撃しなければ私たちに勝ち目はない。
みんな合体を解除するぞ。どうするつもりだ。俺に任せろ。
But Ryu, defining his red leader status here, damages Ragam enough for one final attack.
バードニックセイバーでラディゲを。みんな背中の傷を貫くんだ。
そんなことしたらリュウあなたまで。
俺に構うな。みんな頼む。どうすりゃいいんだ。やるんだかい。全人類のいや俺たちの未来がかかってるんだ。お前の命俺が預かった。バードニックセイバー。
これでこのラディゲを倒したつもりだろうが俺の魂は裏次元から永遠に貴様たちを呪い続けるだろう。
香織みんな今度いっぺん地獄に落ちやがれ勝ったのか俺たちああ
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit. You can be mine.
Yeah. 終わったのよ、リュウ。何もかも。
違うわ。これから始まるのよ。私たちの、いえ、人類の平和な日々が。
And now we come to the most controversial part of this whole series. And given what we just saw a few moments ago, that's saying something. Most of you know what I'm talking about, but some of you who are new to Toku or haven't seen this show yet or don't know the whole details probably don't know. But after much mulling it over and enough contemplation, I've decided not to talk about this scene. Basically, we see what happens 3 years later after the battle is over. Let's just say something big happens. For those of you who wanted me to talk about it, I'm sorry, my mind is made up. I just don't feel like I can do it justice. I'm sorry, you just gotta see it for yourself. That's it. And that was Choujin Sentai Jetman. Well, time for pros and cons. The team itself. This is some of the best diversity you will ever find in any Sentai series. Unlike Ryu and Rie, these four were not soldiers. They were chosen by a twist of fate to be warriors to protect our planet. Members of the team like Raita, Akko, hell, even Guy are some characters that people can all relate to. It's a nice break from the norm and the other team motifs. You know, the ancient warrior teams, the teams from outer space, the family teams, the cop teams, the ninja teams, etc., etc. Even Commander Aya herself is a beautiful breath of fresh air. She got down and dirty sometimes. Training, getting into fights, using the blasters, piloting the mechs. She was the closest thing we had to a Six Ranger on this show. She also paved the way for future female leaders. The Ryu, Guy, Kaori love triangle. I don't mind romance subplots every now and then. Hell, sometimes they can make a Toku show better. But this one overshadowed the main story and really went overboard. Is this a Toku action series or a goddamn soap opera? And the way it's resolved in the end, it seems more irritating and utterly redundant. Like this series just wasted our time with it. I still stand by what I said earlier. Kaori is overrated. Don't get me wrong, she's a good warrior, but she is not the most desirable woman on this show. And if I wanted to see two dumbasses chase a Mary Sue around, I'd go watch this garbage. Tranza. This guy steals the show. At first it seems pretty cut and dry on who's gonna be leader of the bad guys, but then, surprise, Tranza shows up. This is Yutaka Hirose at his finest. He's 10 times better here than he was as Dr. Kemp in Live Man. Yeah, I said that. And the way he falls at the end is so perfect and subtle it just leaves you begging and howling for more, like a true showman. The bird motif. It's not just a cut, copy, and paste of the Gatchaman team, and amazingly it lends itself to some awesome battles. I also like how they don't have to have their own weapon. Everyone has the same sword, blaster, gauntlet, etc. Despite this handicap, however, they still have some amazing attacks. Kaori has a Swanee attack, Guy has a Condor finish, and even Raita is able to toss around giant chunks of styrofoam, I mean rocks. That being said, these attacks don't really put anyone over anyone else. Even Ryu, the red leader, doesn't seem overpowered or overexposed all the time, unlike some other red Senshi I know. It proves how much of a cohesive unit they can and do become. The Vyram. While I think these are some of the best villains in Sentai, Tranza, Ratigue, and Gray are all great characters slash villains in their own right, I kinda wish we knew a little more about their past. For example, in Live Man we get some backstory on Dr. Kemp and the others turning evil, but here the Vyram just appear. Granted, we do get to see some of the survivors of other worlds and dimensions the Vyram have destroyed, but a lot of times you're left asking questions like, how did Empress Juza get sealed away? What, if anything, laid that Semimaru egg? Where did it come from? Why does Ratigue save Rie in space and turn her into one of them if he hates humans so much? What, was he lonely for a female companion or something? Why didn't he just leave her in space to die? Why does Gray, a robot, know how to drink, how to smoke, and why doesn't that fry his circuits? And how does he have compassion, honor, ethics? Who or what programmed this killing machine with human emotions? Great villains, don't get me wrong, but not enough origin. And of course, we can't forget my rider request, where I picked the best song of the entire series. And my rider request is Hono no Condor, sung by Yuki Gai himself, Toshihide Wakamatsu. Final analysis? I've got no choice but to give this an A+. Believe the hype is real. This is the best of Super Sentai's best. And of course, if you know me by now, I'm putting this show on the Toku Time must-see list. The only thing holding back this show from getting an S rating would be that dumb love triangle. But that is a minuscule nitpick in an otherwise flawless tokusatsu series. The costumes, fights, and monster designs are all top-notch. Kaita Amamiya and Toshiki Ino bring their A-game here, and it shows. Together, I believe they have made the quintessential Sentai series. Now, is this show a little overhyped in Toku fandom? Maybe. But you really can't decide for yourself until you see it. You may agree, you may not. One thing's for sure though, this Sentai series is definitely not for the birds. Well, that's it for this episode. Until the next Toku Time. Back, I say. Easy. We have a problem here. Big dimensional blobs. Run! I'll handle this, Suave.
Transport.
I'm Easy Rider, and I'm going bug hunting. Later.
あなた方はジェットイカラスの修理を急いでください。そして一気にバイラも。
何すんのよ変態！
怒らない怒らない。僕たちの世界ではね、女の子のスカートをめくるのが初対面の挨拶なんだ。
何言ってんのよ！
まあ。
本当ですか？嘘です。